Yeah.
And some people looked at me crazy. Some people laughed at me. Some people really thought I was just a crazy young person.
Come on, sir.
Some people told me that your dreams are too high and you can't reach them. But then you have them other people that will support you, that's going to help you, and that's going to guide you to success. And I'm learning that there's two types of people in life. Let me tell you. There's anchors and there are sailors.
Come on.
Anchors. Anchors are the one that grab your dream and push you down. Anchors are the ones that will say all kinds of negative things to discourage you from your dream.
That's right.
They will want to push you down to their level because they don't have no dreams. You call them haters, but haters are people that take your dream and try to develop them on their own. Anchors are people that would try to make you fail. Look at your neighbor and say, I hope you're not an anchor.
I hope you're not an anchor.
Look at your next neighbor and say, I hope you're not an anchor.
I hope you're not an anchor.
And sailors, let's talk about sailors for a second. Sailors are the ones that will push you to your potential.
Come on.
Sailors are the ones that will make you succeed no matter what.
Yeah.
Sailors are the ones that will ask questions to see if you're on the right track to success.
Oh, yeah.
Sailors are the ones that will push you to develop and discover your dreams. Look at your neighbor and say, you may be with me or against me.
You may be with me or against me.
Come on, church. Say you may be with me or against me.
You may be with me or against me.
Amen. Let me talk a little bit about Joseph. Joseph here in the Old Testament. He was the 11th son of Jacob, the son of Isaac and Rebekah. Joseph had the ability not only to remember and interpret dreams of his own dreams, but he had the ability to interpret others. In his first two dreams, the symbols was associated with his work because he was a 17-year-old shepherd boy. He dreamed that he was in his cornfield working with his young brothers, or with his brothers, when suddenly his chef rose and stood up. The chefs of his brothers gathered around him and bowed before him. Joseph's brothers recognized the symbols and thought his dream was ignorant. Even his father rebuked him when Joseph's second dream showed the sun, the moon, and the 11 stars bowing down to him. In Genesis 37, it says, Shall I, thy mother, and thy brethren indeed come to bow down to thee on earth? So after revealing those dreams, young Joseph was sold into slavery because his brothers was jealous because of him. And later, Joseph rose to the position of the overseer in the house.
That's right.
So basically, he became the high-ranking individual of the overseer of somebody's house.
That's right. There you go.
Then after rejecting the advantages of someone's wife, Joseph ended up in jail. So this is an example of a young boy that had dreams. Even his family didn't accept him. People didn't want him. People didn't want to accept him because he was a young boy. So he had dreams, young people. He had dreams. So while he was in prison, he was able to interpret two dreams of fellow prisoners. One was a butler, and the other one was a baker. The prisoners, it's funny because the prisoners was talking to Joseph and said, we both had dreams. We both had dreams last night. But the problem is, where should I go to interpret the dream? So who should I ask? And the two men was confused. And Joseph being a servant of God, he responded, doesn't God know the meaning of dreams? Tell me. So basically, he took on his authority to interpret those two dreams. So they told Joseph the dreams that they had, and Joseph was able to interpret them. So what I'm trying to say is that with your dreams, if you have God, you're able to interpret your dreams. If you have God, you're able to reveal and understand your dreams. If you have God can do all things. What I'm trying to say is that if you have God, you're able to find out what your dreams are telling you. If you believe and have faith, God will tell you about your dreams. So later, Joseph, he was able to interpret the king's dreams. Later in the chapters, he was able, and then he was released and became the governor over Egypt. So let's talk about a man on earth. By the name of Dr. Martin Luther King. I learned that Dr. Martin Luther King was a dreamer and an interpreter of dreams. This man had a dream to change the world. One of his famous messages was called I Have a Dream. I Have a Dream. He spoke it in 1963 at the March of Washington, D.C. At the time, Dr. Martin Luther King delivered this dream. The world was going through some things. If you remember back in the 1950s and 1960s, man, it was crazy. It was crazy with the blacks and the whites and other Caucasian or other races. But Dr. Martin Luther King had a dream. For example, his message, he states, I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of greed.
Come on.
We hold these truths to be the self-evident that all men are created equal.
Yes, sir.
He goes on to say, I have a dream that one day every valley should be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be straight.
Yes, sir.
And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together.
Yes,
so basically, Dr. King prophesied.
Yes,
he prophesied in his dream because he knew that sooner or later people will be made equal.
Yes,
he knew that sooner or later people will accept each other, no matter what the color or the races are.
Yes.
Let's talk about Dr. Martin Luther King prophesying before his death. Later in the years, Dr. Martin Luther King gave a speech. It was called "I Have Been to the Mountaintop." He preached this message in Tennessee in 1968, and it was at Bishop Charles Mason. Charles Mason is the founder of the Kojic denomination. So it goes on to say, well, I don't know what will happen now. We have got some difficult days ahead of us. But it doesn't matter with me now because I have been to the mountaintop. I don't care. And like anybody, I would like to live a long life.
Go ahead, Rabbi.
But I'm not concerned about anything now. I just want to do God's will. And he allowed me to go to the mountain. And I have looked over and I have seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. I'm happy tonight because I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing no man. My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. So in other words, this man, what I'm trying to say is that if this man could interpret dreams, if this man could dream dreams, anybody can dream dreams. And it was two examples, one in the Bible, Joseph, and then one on earth that could dream and interpret dreams. Tonight, I want to tell you that I too have a dream. I have a dream for you. I have a dream for me. I have a dream for our churches. I have a dream for the young brothers and sisters in other churches in Minnesota and America and beyond. And as I reread the verses of Joel about God pouring out his blessings and his spirit on all flesh. Church, I have a dream. I have a dream that one day we'll read the Bible and be able to obey all God's commandments. Church, I have a dream that one day all the young people from different denominations and cultures will come together and worship and praise the Lord. Church, I have a dream that one day we'll give God our everything. We'll give God our mind, and we'll give God our heart, and we'll give God our soul. Church, I have a dream. I have a dream that one day that when we sin, that we'll go to God for forgiveness. We won't go to Pastor Gillian for forgiveness. We won't go to Pastor Austin for forgiveness. We won't go to our friends and family for forgiveness. We'll go to God for forgiveness. Church, I have a dream that one day we'll love each other unconditionally. No matter what they are. I have a dream that we'll love the unbelievers and we'll also love the believers. Church, I have a dream that one day we'll meditate on the teachings and the life of Jesus Christ. Church, I have a dream. I have a dream that one day we'll strive to use our spiritual mind and not our fleshly mind. I have a dream that we'll accept people as they are. Church, I have a dream that it doesn't matter what you have or what you are going through, that we'll go through God for everything. Church, I have a dream that no matter what we read, that we'll pray before we ask or before we go through something. Church, I have a dream. I have a dream that no matter what we are going through, that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because God will give us strength. So I have a dream that whatever we are going through, that we will ask God because God will give us the strength. And I have a dream. I have a dream that no matter what's going on, church, that we'll bow down. We won't stand up and pray back, but we'll bow down on our knees, church. I have a dream that you will be fulfilled, or I have a dream that I will be fulfilled, and I have a dream that you will succeed. I have a dream, church. I don't know what's going on, but I have a dream. I have a dream that no matter what's going on, that I will be successful, and what's going on, that you will be successful. I have a dream, church. I have a dream. I have a dream. I have a dream. It doesn't matter what's going on in our life, y'all. We have a dream. If I have a dream, you have a dream. So let's dream. God bless you.